Alright, let's continue with our question number 5. Now, which of the following statements explain why the marble, kite and fan are non-living things? Now, we understand that non-living things, they cannot grow and they cannot reproduce. Alright, so for point C and point D, they are not so important because like a fan, it can move if you turn on the switch. Alright, and they also show that they can respond to changes. Okay, so the key thing is living things, they cannot grow and they cannot reproduce. So option 1 will be correct. Now for question number 6, Ali planted 2 young plants. Oh wait, let me change your highlighter. 2 young plants in 2 different pots, and both pots were placed in the same location. Now the key difference between the 2 pots, one of them they have wet garden soil and the other one is dry. Alright, so he observed the plants 2 days later, and pot A, the plant grew healthily. Alright, the plant in pot A grew healthily, but the plant in pot B wilted. So what does this experiment show? Now answer will be 3. Why? Because the only difference between the 2 pots is that one, which is pot A, it has water. Alright, so has water in it. Okay, but this pot B is dry. So the only difference is that one pot has water. That's why the plant in pot A can survive, because all living things need air, food and water to survive. Question 7. Now the diagram below shows a flowering plant. A, B, C and D, they are different parts of the plant. So which one of the following plants allow the plant to make food? Now answer will be 2, because leaves will help the plant to make food. Now A is actually the flower. Alright, flower will grow to become fruits. And D is actually the stem, which help to keep the plant upright, to support the plant. And C will be the roots. Well, the key function is to take in water or absorb the water. So answer is actually 2. Number 8. Now Mani makes a hole in a wooden box and places a plant in it. He puts the setup in an open field and waters the plant daily. Now we notice there's a gap on the right side, so sunlight actually will come in from the right side. So which of the following diagrams show what Mani will observe? After 2 weeks, now living things respond to changes, so the plant will actually grow towards the right. So answer will be 4. Okay, because you see that it's actually growing towards the right. Now, those of you who chosen 2, now 2 is actually not right because it's bending towards to the bottom. You can see the the hole is actually on top, so the plant should grow towards the top. Question 9. The characteristics of 2 plants A and B are shown in the table. Now, from the information given, where would you classify plants A and B in the following charts? So we look at plant A. Plant A bears flowers, alright? So we have A on this side. Now plant A grows in water. So I will have A over here. That means A will be P. Plant A should be P. Now looking at plant B, does it bear flowers? So it's non-flowering. I will put a B here. Now, does B grow in water? It's no. Does it grow on land? Yes. So I will put B over here. So B will be S. Now, this will be correct. So answer will be 3. Question 10. Mr. Hari put a caterpillar into each of the 3 containers, A, B, and C, and left them in a sheltered balcony as shown below. Now, container A, it has the lid with holes. And same for container B. Now, if there are holes on the lid, that means there will be continuous supply of air. Alright, it's very important because all living things will need air, food and water to survive. So these lids will allow the continuous supply of air to be given to the living things inside the container. Alright, and we observe that there are green leaves as well. Now the green leaves help to provide food and water. Okay, leaves inside actually there are some water for the caterpillars. Now if you observe for container C, is a lid with no holes. Alright, so if there are no holes, there will be no continuous supply of fresh air for container C. So which container will have a caterpillar that will still be alive after 1 week? Now you're looking at container A, it has food and water, it has continuous supply of air, so this will survive. Container B, it only have continuous supply of air, it doesn't have food and water, so it will not survive. Now container C doesn't have food and water, there's also no continuous supply of fresh air, so answer will be 1. Container A only. Okay, question 11. Salima observed some animals and grouped them into 2 different groups, A and B, as shown below. Now looking at group A, we see shark, goldfish, and swordfish. So I would think this group, they are under fishes. Alright. Now group B, eagle is a bird, ostrich is a bird, penguin is also a bird. Alright, so this will be birds. So Salima grouped the animals according to, now number 1, how they move. Now looking at group B, eagle will fly, ostrich it doesn't fly, so the way they move is different, so 1 is out. Now option 2, where they live, we see that penguin they live in water. Alright, they also live on land, but they are able to live in both water and land. For ostrich, it's only on land, so that means option 2 is out. Okay, option 3, the type of food that they eat. Well, what eagle is eating and what penguin they are eating will not be the same. Alright, so we do not consider this. Option 4, the body coverings they have. Now we know that fishes, they have scales, and for birds, they all have feathers. So the body covering will be correct. Alright, so this option is 4. So Salima grouped the animals according to the body coverings they have. Okay, question number 12. Now study the classification diagram below. So you have body covering, and they group further to 4 groups, A, B, C, and D. Now which one of the groups above has an animal that's classified wrongly? Now this question is a little tricky. Alright, so let's analyze. Okay, for first group, we have guppy is a fish, goldfish is a fish, but whale is a mammal. Alright, you have to take note, whale is not a fish. Now for group B, duck, parrot, and birds, they are all and chickens, right? They are all birds. Okay, so they will have feathers. Now for group C, now this is a little tricky. We did not learn about lobster and crab. Alright, and we understand that tortoise actually is a reptile. Okay, but in this case, what they are referring to for group C, right, is that they have hard outer casing. Hard outer casing. okay, like the tortoise has a shell, okay, and crab and the lobster, they are actually very hard, okay, so they all have hard outer casing. And for group D, I think it's quite obvious. These are all mammals, so they have hair or fur. Alright, now looking at this group A, we see that whale is not a fish, because fishes, they all have scales. So whale is actually classified wrongly. Alright, so answer will be 1. Okay, next, question 13. Now study the table below. Now, Akila made the following statements with the information above. So, it says that A, animal X is most likely to be a bird. Now, we know that for bird, they have feathers. Alright. The key thing is that they must have feathers. Okay, they also have beaks. So for animal X, okay, looking at animal X, does it have it has a wing, okay, so it has wings. Okay, sorry, let me just add on, it has wings, okay, and it also has 2 legs. Alright, so this statement is most likely to be correct. Okay, so animal X is most likely to be a bird, is correct. Now looking at B, animal X is most likely to be an insect. Now we know that insect must have 6 legs and 3 body parts. So if looking at animal X, it doesn't have 6 legs, it has only 2 legs, so this is wrong. Option B is wrong. Now option Y, animal Y is most likely to be an insect, so we look at option Y. So for option Y, it has 6 legs, correct, it has 3 body parts, okay. Well, this insect, animal Y, it also has wings, okay. But the key thing we should consider is the 6 legs and also 3 body parts. Alright, so this is correct. Now, animal Y is most likely to be a mammal. Well, this is wrong, okay, because it has 3 body parts. Mammal doesn't have 3 body parts. Okay, so over here, answer will be A and C. So option 1 is correct. Question 14. Now study the following classification chart. It shows how some animals are grouped. So which one of the following, which group of animals below is correctly grouped? Okay, so over here for this A, now we see that we have rabbit and platypus. So obviously this will be under mammals. Right? Now, please take note, for platypus is a mammal, but platypus actually lay eggs. Okay, it's one of the few mammals that can lay eggs. Okay, for B, they have reptiles. Snake and tortoise, they are all reptiles. Dragonfly and grasshopper, they are insects. And toads and frogs, they are reptiles. Oh no, sorry, they are not reptiles, my bad. They are amphibians. Amphibians. Okay, so which of the group of animals below is correctly grouped? So for group A, they are mammals. So we have a giraffe. Giraffe is a mammal. Now for group B, reptile. Crocodile is a reptile. Group C, insect. Butterfly is an insect. And group D, salamander is an amphibian. So answer will be 4. Alright. Now the other options, they are not correct. You can try them out one by one. Now this anteater is actually a mammal. Alright. Mammal. Okay. Next question, number 15. Now study the flow chart below. So which of the following can P, Q, and R and P, Q, R, and S be? Okay, so the first question, it says, is it an animal? Well, if it's yes, you go downwards. And the next question will be, does it have hair? right? So let's try out the option one by one. So we always try first one first. You have bat. So bat, does it have hair? Okay, let me just highlight. Let me try for this. So does bat have hair? Well, bats, they are mammals, so yes. So we'll go this way. Now, does bat lay eggs? Answer is no, so it should be R. But here it says P, right? So this is wrong. Okay, so that's how you can check for yourself whether the option is correct or not. Okay, let me erase the color. Okay, now we try for option 2. Now option 2 for ostrich. Well, is it an animal? Yes. Does it have hair? No. Alright. Ostrich is a bird, so it doesn't have hair. Well, does ostrich fly? Answer is no. Okay, so this is correct. Okay, now for eagle. Okay, let me erase this. Okay, for eagle, is it an animal? Yes. Does it have hair? No. Eagle is a bird, so it has feathers. Does it fly? Yes. So option is Q. So this is correct. Okay, next. Oh, sorry. Let me go back. Okay, let's try. Oh. Now let's try for bat. Okay, is it an animal? Yes. Does it have hair? Bat is a mammal, so it has hair. Now, does it lay eggs? Well, no. So this is correct. Okay, last one. Okay, platypus. Now, platypus, does it have hair? Platypus is a mammal, so it has hair. Does it lay eggs? Yes. So this will be correct. Okay, so option 2 is the correct answer. Now you can try the rest of the options on your own. You'll realize that they will have mistakes in one of them, at least one of them. Okay, so that's all for our MCQ questions. Please look at the next video for your section B.